let the dogs out? Who 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 let the dogs out?
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Unleashed. Pup Twigs here, Orlando, Florida. And joining me all the way from not really across the state, but up north of me in Jacksonville is Emperor Pup Apollo. How are you?
I'm doing very well. How about yourself?
I am wonderful. So glad that we got to link up here and get to do a podcast together.
Yes, I've been ready to do this. I'm very excited.
Awesome, awesome. Well, first thing I want to know is how did you come up with the name Apollo? Is there any story behind it?
There's not really much of a big story. When I first started doing pageants, Apollo was one of the names that I wanted to use for my pageant name.
Okay.
And a few of my friends kind of steered me away from that and wanted me to do something more original. And so, but I still always loved the name Apollo. And when I came into the pup lifestyle, I just thought Apollo was well fitting for me as a pup.
Okay, I actually like the name, and I don't see a whole lot of Apollos out there, which is uh, really good and unique.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
I also like to find out about the choosing of the colors. I notice looks like purple and white, or is that purple and silver?
Well, my colors are purple, white, and black.
Okay,
And when I first came out with showing my interest more, wanting to be in the pup lifestyle, um, Sir Wade, he's here. Sir Wade, he's here. He's big in the leather community, and he actually is over the Florida Puppy Contest here in. He lives here in Jacksonville, and he basically started helping me get acclimated with becoming a pup.
okay.
And he actually gifted me with my very first pup hood, which was purple, white, and black. And he basically made it where because I do pageants and I've won a couple of titles, and he said purple would be fitting for me because I'm a royal puppy. And so it just, the color of royalty is purple, which basically explained me, and it just stuck.
And that's what I was going to ask because I know you have Emperor in your name, which is kind of, goes along with royalty. And I thought, well, purple definitely goes along with royalty as well. So good. Well,
Well,
go
the
ahead.
emperor part of my name actually just happened. It was never emperor of Pup Apollo. It was just always Pup Apollo.
Uh-huh.
But just last year, I did win National Bearded Emperor. And with that title, within the pageant, they allowed me to show all sides of me. And they also allowed me to show my pup side.
Oh, nice.
And so it became Emperor Diari. And I can't call myself Emperor without being Emperor Apollo. So this is the first time of me reigning where I can actually show my pup side within my title. So that's how the Emperor started.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Well, I have to ask, how long have you been a pup?
August the 28th will make 2 years.
Okay, so fairly new with it.
Yes.
So you were doing pageants before you became a pup?
Yes, I've been doing pageants since 2007.
Oh my goodness, you've been a long time in it.
Yeah, yeah, been here for a while.
So you mentioned titles. How many different titles have you won?
Uh, I want to say right now about um uh
A lot.
is I would say I can just say the important ones. Within the important ones, I've won nine for the important ones. But there are some, I don't want to call them smaller titles, but there's some, not as big titles as the other ones. So
Right.
the
I
ones
mean,
that are actually largely recognized, nine.
obviously they're all important to you because you entered them, but yeah, right. Some of them are much larger than the other ones are. So yes, I
Yeah.
understand that.
Yep. You see behind me, these are all my babies.
I
All of them
see
my
that.
babies.
Yes. Wow. So, wow, you've been doing it a long time and you've won a lot of, are you going for any other titles?
Right now, because I'm still current reigning national bearded emperor, I'm taking because I can't. I have ADHD, so I can't reign two different titles at the same time. I
Of
can't
course.
represent two. But once I give up emperor, or maybe sometime soon, I will be competing. I am preparing for something, and because it takes me about a year to prepare for any pageant.
Oh yeah.
So I am preparing for something now. It's just, the slow process.
Oh, of course. Well, whatever you do, good luck with it and stuff. I love that you've won so many different titles. It's pretty awesome to have you on here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I know you mentioned about 2 years as a pup. In those 2 years, what have you found has been the easiest part of being a pup?
Um, the easiest part is for me because like being in the gay lifestyle, and when I go to events and I go to things, I'm always on stage and I always have to be a certain way. And sometimes when I put my hood on, it gives me a moment to shut down
Hmm.
and like escape from the stage and being the center of attention and just being around. I get to just be in my own world. And that's the biggest thing that actually helps me. I'm sorry, my my dog. Sorry,
It's okay.
but that's the biggest. My partner's just getting home, so they. But no, that's the biggest thing that for me when I put my hood on is I can escape
Hmm.
and I don't have to I don't have to socialize as much. I don't have to vocalize. I can be somewhere else, and my anxiety goes away, and I just feel more relaxed.
Well, awesome. Well, if you look on the flip side of that, in 2 years, what have you found that's been the most difficult part of being a pup?
Um, Part of the most difficult part of being a pup is when I just want to go out with me and my partner, and we want because my partner he's a pup as well, and when he's actually coming to say hi, if that's okay.
Oh, of course.
Here he is. This is my partner.
How are
So
you?
he just came home. He's coming to say hi.
Well, I'm glad he did.
Wait, it's fine. No, we're recording. Okay, wait, we got 30 minutes. Okay, love you too. So, um, the one of the hardest parts is when we want to go out and I just want to pop out and just go out to like our home bar and just be a pup. You have people who don't understand the pup lifestyle and they don't understand consent.
Yeah,
And you have people that come up and they want to grab your tail, they want to play with your ears or try to rub. Or the biggest thing I hate is when people grab my nose. I really don't like that. And so, well, honestly, I just don't like being touched without consent in general.
of course.
But it's just that's one of the biggest things. It's just people that are outside of the lifestyle don't understand the lifestyle. And then also I mean, they want to sexualize being a pup so hard, and I really don't like that.
Yeah. No, I totally get it and I see it as well. Well, what advice would you give somebody that is just brand new, seeing it for the first time and wanting to get into it?
It's funny. Someone just asked me that question next week, and the biggest thing I would say is there is a rule book for the pup lifestyle, but we all follow that one rule book. But when it comes to you becoming your own pup, you make your rules of what type of pup you want to be and how you want to be handled as a pup
Right.
and how you want to go through this journey. And this is something that I learned from Sir Wade is your journey is how you proceed of you being a pup and what you want to get out of this lifestyle.
Hmm.
And that's the biggest thing is think about what you want out of this lifestyle and think about what it means to you when you become a pup.
Yes. All right. Well, looking back 2 years ago when you started this journey as a pup, what was the inspiration for you to embrace that human pup lifestyle?
I was always interested in being a pup, and is this I've been interested for years, just always been too afraid to do it. And I mean, it's like coming out as a pup is kind of like coming out of being gay all over again
Oh
because a
yeah.
lot of people are not going to understand it, some's not going to accept it. and it's just, you have to find your own way. And I've always been interested, and I had a few friends that were in the pup lifestyle before, and just having conversations with them, and then because I know in some people there's two sides of the pup lifestyle. And
Hmm.
unfortunately, one side is the sexual side, and the other side is the mental side.
Yeah.
And because I have bad anxiety, I have very bad anxiety, and one of the things that a friend of mine told me was, the biggest thing is it'll help you with your anxiety because once you put your hood on, you can shut down and you can get out of that space and get into a more positive headspace until you feel comfortable coming out of your hood and coming out of that place of, being a pup where you don't have to think about anything and you can just shut down. And that was the biggest inspiration for me is, something that will make me get into a better headspace and just be able to just go somewhere else for a while and then I'm okay.
And that's something that's very common that I hear in all the podcasts I've done, that it helps them with people that have the uh, anxiety and panic attacks. Sometimes putting this on makes all of that go away.
Yes.
And it's awesome that it does, and I'm glad that it does and stuff. But yeah, there's so many people that do not understand this lifestyle at all.
'Cause one thing that I like to say is there's good days, there's bad days, and then there's worse days.
Oh yeah.
And for me, on those bad and those worst days, like if I had a rough day at work or if I just had a rough day in general, I will sit home with my partner. I'll put my hood on. I'll get into my pup mode, and I would just like everything just goes away for me.
Yes.
It releases. It gives me freedom.
Yes, exactly. Well, this next question is not really pup related, but I like to ask it because I like to see what people say. But if money was no object and you could travel to a destination anywhere in the world, where would that top of your bucket list be?
That's such a difficult question for me because I used to work on cruise ships for 18 years before COVID, and I've been pretty much 18 countries. The one place I regret that I never been able to go is Bali.
Yeah.
If there wa- if if there was is there was no money involved and I could just go, it would be Bali to is because it's the water's so beautiful and there's so many amazing things that you can do there, and it's just like the culture there is amazing. I love the culture of any island in the Pacific. I love the culture. And that would be the one place, like that's one of my things on my bucket list that I really want to go see and I really want to do, which I'm going to do. But yeah, it would be Bali.
And it's funny that you say that, but because I've actually been there, only through the airport, because I was actually going to Jakarta, and I flew through Bali. There was a connection when flew through there. So yeah,
Wow.
it- I loved Jakarta, Indonesia when I was there. I wish I could have gone back and spent some time in Bali because it just looked incredible.
Oh, that makes me jealous.
Well,
Well, I've been to Fiji. I've been to Fiji, so
see,
I'm okay.
I haven't been there, so there we go. So, what does the pup community look like in Jacksonville?
Um, it's not a big community. The pub community is not that big here, which is I mean, because you do have like a lot of people who are interested in the pub community, but some are too afraid to come out in the pub
Mm-hmm.
community. But we don't have a really big community. We do have a pup here. His name is Pup Scorpio.
Okay.
And he is kind of like pup royalty here in Jacksonville, if I will, where he has telegraph groups for us where we plan um like outings to like going to the beach, having a pup day at the beach, and we have pup socials, and we have like different activities for pups that he try to do throughout the year. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I would say it's not a really huge community, but we do have some sort of a pup community here.
Okay, well, good. Um,
It's nothing like Orlando pup community.
well,
Nothing like
I was
Orlando
gonna
pup community.
ask, do you get down here very often to Orlando?
Um, I don't, but I want to. And that's what I was just saying that I do want to go down to Orlando, do more pup events in Orlando. And that's another thing too, because I have done the pup weekends at Sawmill.
Yep.
And I want to start venturing out, and I think that's going to be something on my list of this coming month that I want to venture out to more places and do more pup events in different places to actually meet more. Because I met so many great pups through social media, and that I feel like going to different pup socials and different pup events would make so much. It'll be more meaningful for me.
Well, keep an eye on my Facebook because I update the pup calendar for Central Florida from Daytona all the way over to Tampa, and I update it every Sunday so you'll know every event that's happening in Central Florida from my posted on Sundays.
Yeah, I'm only just 2 hours away.
Oh, I know. We're close.
Right.
So if other pups or anyone wanted to reach out to you on here, how is the best way of getting in touch with you?
I do have I have two Instagram pages. I do have my Diary Instagram, which is more of my pageant side, but
Okay.
then I have pup is pup underscore Apollo 2.0, and that's my pup Instagram.
Okay. All right. Well, any last words and stuff before we get off of here?
Basically, when it comes down for anyone who's watching this, and you want to be in the pup community, or you too afraid and you just want to step out, it's just be yourself, be comfortable, just do your thing and do it how you want to. Just be you. And if no one accepts you being a pup, that's their problem, not yours. Just do what makes you happy.
That's right. Do whatever makes you happy. That's the way to go. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on here, and hopefully we'll run into each other soon in person.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll run into each other real soon.
All right. Well, Papa Paul, it's been awesome having you on here, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Talk to you soon.